However, she will need help to retain her world title. Today, she must win the free skating, while at the same time, this American teenager, Kristi Yamaguchi, must finish second. If not, the winner will be one of these three. American Jill Trenery standing third after a rough short program. American Holly Cook second after a strong short program. And the leader, Natalia Lebedeva from the Soviet Union. And remember, no Soviet skater has ever won the women's title. CBC Sports continues its exclusive coverage of the 1990 World Figure Skating Championships in Halifax. It is a sport and an event in which Canadians have a long and proud history.
Figure Skating Championships. Brought to you by Petro-Canada dealers and agents across Canada. Ford of Canada, where quality is more than a commitment. Quality is job one. Teleglobe Canada, bringing people and continents together. By Kraft General Foods of Canada. Leader in self-serve banking. And now, here is your host, Brian Williams.
Once again, the Metro Center here in Halifax filled to capacity, and again, I'll tell you, skaters from all countries marveling at these enthusiastic and knowledgeable Nova Scotia fans. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the World Championships. Thursday night, Kurt Browning was able to come from behind in this building and successfully defend his world title. It is going to be a lot more difficult for the defending ladies champion, Midori Ito. And let's not forget our Canadian champion, Lisa Sargeant from Edmonton, standing a very respectable 7th in her first ever World Championships. Right now, let's take you down to ice level, and here's Ted Reynolds.
Brian, this ladies' competition will be the climax of a week of true drama and excitement. And it's been building every night during the competitions here in Halifax and has to continue, Toller, because of all the imponderables.
Well, Ted, for any of us to figure out who is going to win this competition, you have to have a computer for a brain. Midori Ito, on a normal day, is head and shoulders above anybody. But she is going to have help from the American Kristi Yamaguchi, who's 4th going into the long program. Jill Trenery's gold medal will really depend on her personal destiny. And there's another unknown there, Holly Cook, 3rd American, going into the long program in 2nd position. Even she could win. But unlike the Browning win, which was so convincing, the gold medal here will be a surprise. What about the Canadians?
Well, up until this point, Lisa Sargeant has shown consistency. She hasn't had any weaknesses. She's had strong figures, good jumps, good spins, and because of that fact, she's in 7th place. She is right in the thick of things. The current European champion is behind her, but Lisa doesn't seem to be intimidated, and a good skate today could mean a 6th place finish. Ted?
Well, you're right, Tracy. She does not look intimidated in this warm-up. She looks determined. She looks confident. We had a very nice visit with her in Edmonton before she came to Halifax.
It can be a lonely feeling being a champion. And for Lisa Sargeant, the loneliness of being champion and this country's lone skater in the women's division here in Halifax has not been a problem.
I'm not really thinking of placings at all, because if I start thinking, oh, well, I have to be in the top 10, then that'll put a lot of pressure. When I think of placings, that's put a lot of pressure on me before in the other competitions. So I just have to think of going out there and doing the same thing I did at the Canadians, just being calm and relaxed and doing the clean programs and the nice figures.
Without family support, it is virtually impossible to reach the pinnacle. In Lisa's case, mother has been the steadying influence.
She drove me to the rink, and she was very supportive, but never did she ever push me into making it a full-time career or anything. She didn't know talent, you know. We're from a small place. She didn't really realize how much talent that I had.
Sometimes, even for the best, realizing just how much ability one has does not come easy. But the dreams are always there.
I always pushed myself, I think, beyond limits sometimes, because I saw the goal, but it was beyond my reach. It was like I wanted to be at a World Championships, and I wanted to be at an Olympics someday, but when I was 12 years old, it was just a want and a dream.
A major influence for a skater is the coach. Michael Uranic, who also coaches Kurt Browning, is the man who guides Lisa.
Lisa is really very hard worker. She likes to come on her own and really practice.
Training, I find, is very easy because I like spending a lot of hours, especially on figures. It's more of a pleasure thing, and I think you have to have fun when you're training, or else it does become a chore.
The coach's input is extensive.
He's shown me a lot of aspects of it that I'd never really known before, how to really love it. I love performing in front of a large audience. The audience is the big part of skating because you're really performing for them. You're skating for yourself, but you're performing for an audience. And they pay money to see you, so you should be doing a good job.
The goal for all skaters is championships, and for Lisa, the Canadian champion, the ultimate will be in the future, a world medal.